Live from the Action Building in Canton, Georgia. Welcome to the SHW48 pre-show. And now, the voices of SHW, Brandon Benefield, Gerard Bonner, and Diana Michelle. Keep fighting!
Ooh. Well, guys, here we are, V3, back in the house. It feels like it's been forever.
I mean, it has.
Yeah, it has.
But we're here for the SHW48 pre-show. B-double Brandon Benefield, GB Gerard Bonner, the lovely Diana Michelle, V3 in the house. And we said it last week on the preview show. January just felt like the longest month ever.
Well, I mean, we were up here a lot. But
Well, we were. There's that part.
Yeah,
That's
but
that
it's
part.
still like I haven't been here
Yes. Yes.
in a while. So
We are
it feels
back
like
in the proverbial saddle
Yes.
again. And in case you all missed it, congratulations to all of you. We are once again three-time winners, V3.
Three times.
Yes.
It just makes sense.
The ring announcer of the year for the last 3 years, your commentary team of the year for
Nobody
the last
better.
3 years. And it's our honor to serve you because we're here about SHW 48, which seems like it's going to be a really defining night for our company
the
tonight.
anticipation in this house is crazy.
It is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
It is
crazy. I mean, I'm always got the nerves going right before the show starts,
Sure.
but I just feel like there's something special going to happen
Yeah.
tonight.
And there's been a lot of tension in the air, dare I say.
Yes.
Phil
Georgia
Collins said, I
wrestling
could
is on
feel
fire.
it coming in the air tonight. And it's on fire, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got two big title matches.
We do.
We've got a big giant feud that has gotten very personal between Joe Black and Murder One. We're going to talk about that. A Dark City street fight, the first time ever
Yeah.
in SHW.
Don't even know
And then,
what
of
it
course, Gary Lammer, general manager. He has relieved Brooklyn of her booking duties after the end of the last show.
I know
And
you guys are thrilled about that.
I am.
And, well, you should be too.
I should be, but the question is who?
He's nervous about what's about to
I'm
happen.
very nervous.
You bring a good point because after the end of the last show, we saw what happened where Judas returned unexpectedly. Was he reforming his alliance with Corey Hollis, who had returned at the last show? Did we see Lethal Poison reunite?
Yeah.
Was Judas acting alone? We don't know.
I don't know.
But what we do know is that Gary is going to announce the new matchmaker for SHW right here tonight, and that's on top of 8 huge matches.
Sheesh.
And before we really get into that, let me just say that people have been here all afternoon lining up to get inside. They've been
They have.
tailgating all afternoon. In fact, I don't know if you guys saw this. They
look
even
at
brought
this.
us a platter.
Look at this.
So
We
if you
have a
guys want,
pepperoni rose.
that's a pepperoni rose because it's Valentine's season, right?
Yeah.
I got the red going.
Yeah.
We got the
Cupid
rose.
is stupid, man.
Yeah. Wait, what? Well,
Cupid
hey,
is stupid.
I'm just here for
I'm
the
sorry.
free. I'm just here for the food. Okay.
Okay, I'm all for it.
I'm here
Give
for
me
the
one of them
pepperoni
pretzels.
rose.
I don't
there.
even have time for the whole session I want to go into about that.
Yeah, we'll do that another
We'll
day.
have to do that another day.
Let me just tell
Wow.
you guys, once we get into the show and you guys get to talking, if I get to eating, don't
Okay,
mind
well,
me.
this is a community tray.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
This is not designated for somebody's birthday or
There it
somebody's
is.
Valentine's Day.
There
this
it
is
is.
a community tray.
I'm having
so go
flashbacks
for
to
it.
what I thought were the community cakes.
Exactly.
When Ashton and Zicky,
Exactly.
embarrassed me
History
in the
has
ring.
a
But
tendency of repeating itself with you, sir.
Anyways,
Snack on.
let's get into this card that we have for you guys. It's another massive card.
Yes.
Somehow or another, SHW always finds a way to top itself every single month, and this month is no different here.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the return of Judas, surprising everybody at the end of the last show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that match. He has a big match coming up tonight with Proc the Croc Johnston,
Yeah.
who he's no stranger to SHW. He
Right.
has been here before. The last time he was here, several months back, had a one-on-one contest against Joe Black.
Yes.
And actually, I'd say he kind of took Joe to his limit.
He
Yeah.
did.
And didn't come out victorious in that match. But tonight, looking to prove a point
Yeah.
and an even bigger task at hand with the Priest of Punishment, Judas.
Absolutely.
Definitely. All puns intended. Big match,
Yeah.
to say the least. Both those guys are nice-sized meat men. I mean, those dudes, it's gonna, we always have big guys in this ring, and,
Yeah.
and it has withstood.
It has. It has.
But this one, I think Proc is hungry.
Yeah.
that part.
And even though this is Judas' return match, I think Proc is coming with something to prove because
Yes.
you know what? Where are we? We're at SHW. We're at Southern Honor Wrestling. This
Yeah.
is where you want to come to prove
Absolutely.
your worth. And I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
I want to see what he's got. Big Croc.
You said a couple of really important things there. One, that he's got something to prove.
Yeah.
And I think everybody tonight, given all that's happened over the last couple of weeks, really has come with that proverbial chip on their shoulder.
Yes.
Now, the last time we saw Proc the Croc in that match against Joe Black, it was impromptu. It was kind of teacher versus student. And while Proc didn't get the win, I think he garnered so much respect around here that Judas showing up, this match is so intriguing because, again, you're right. We don't know what's going on between Judas and Corey Hollis. I mean, Corey and Judas couldn't wait a whole night before there was some sort of reuniting.
Yeah.
And so it makes you really wonder what is really going on. And is Judas so happy to be reconnected with Corey in some way that he's kind of lightened himself and he may not have as much of an edge? I don't know.
It didn't look like that at the end of the last show after he planted Gunnar Miller with that choke slam.
But I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't want to give Corey the benefit of the doubt. I do.
Do you?
But the more I think about it, for Corey and Judas to show up and return on the same night. To attack Gunnar, even though Corey swore to everybody in that ring that he had nothing to do with that. He has a track record of not exactly telling the truth about his intentions or being upfront.
He's been known to play the long game,
the
long con, if you will.
Remember when Gunnar was going for the title?
Right.
How Corey and Judas were laughing behind his back, saying,
he's not the guy.
He's not the guy, but he thinks he is.
Yeah.
He thinks we're going to help him.
Right.
And then, that's where it split between Gunnar and Corey.
That's right.
I want to give him the benefit, but at the same time, I have a lot of cards stacked against him there.
Well, all this talk about Corey Hollis, that'll bring us to our next match here.
Yeah.
And on that note about Corey Hollis, we kind of went through the same thing with David Ali at one time, where for so long it was like he's trying to take over the company. He was trying to destroy the company from the inside out. And then all of a sudden he goes away, he comes back, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Everybody's loving on David, and then he moves to Chicago and we all are going to miss him. We all, we're hugging and we're
but
wishing
he would
him.
never leave. So.
Then he came back and
he's still hovering.
Different with Corey.
So I don't know if it's a similar thing with Corey. Corey's come back. He's showing, maybe he's turned a new leaf that we don't really know about. We didn't get to hear from him.
Did the crowd not turn on him just as quick as they welcomed him back?
Very
because
quickly.
They understand what we understand.
Exactly, because of the thing with Judas at the end.
That's
And so we don't know. But again, let's talk about that match. Corey Hollis returning to singles action for the first time since he went into retirement back at Still Here 3 2 years ago. And he'll be facing none other than Bad News Tattoos, Carly Bravo. Carly versus Corey, a match that could very well, on a card of where every match could steal the show, this might be the one that steals all of them.
I'm excited. I want to see, I do believe Carly is coming out of that Dishonor overhang. I mean,
and
that's another question we still don't know about. What's the deal with Dishonor now?
We don't know, but I have high hopes. I have high hopes that he's coming out from underneath that umbrella. I mean, the whole boot to Brooklyn's face was golden.
I mean, it was accidental from what we could tell.
I'm going to say it wasn't, but whatever.
Okay.
Oh, well.
I'm just going to say
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
I mean,
we're always left with more questions and answers at every show, so I don't know.
We are.
It's always CBS.
Yes, the Carly Bravo show. And to that end, I mean, this is going to be very, very interesting. You've got Carly Bravo coming off of a big win there at not just at SHW47, but at the Georgia Wrestling History Awards, the most improved wrestler of the year, which is no surprise to any of us. But then on top of that, you have Corey Hollis, former SHW champion, the only man to win that title twice, the only guy to win both the SHW championship and the tag championship. 490 days it has been since Corey Hollis has wrestled a singles match. 400. Do you know what happens in 490 days?
You get
A
lot of things can happen.
You
And
get
so
tired.
I'm really wondering now, going back to our question with Judas, does Corey have the ring rust off so he can do this on his own? Or does he need a Judas to help beat Carly Bravo? And for Carly Bravo, who has been on an incredible roll, my question is, if he defeats Corey Hollis tonight, does he become the #1 contender?
Why wouldn't he?
How many more champions does he have to defeat to get a title shot?
It's a great question.
He's beatable.
And I guess that'll kind of depend on who this new matchmaker is going to be, who the new booker is going to be.
And did the new matchmaker make this card tonight?
That's a great question.
I'm curious.
We'll find out.
We are going to
Gary
find
has
out.
a big announcement. He's going to come out and do his thing.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to say. Apparently, he's been saying it all week. But he's got a lot to say. So,
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about where do things stand with Dishonor after last month's show. Well, speaking of a couple of members of Dishonor,
Right.
the tag team champions, Happy Madness, Sal Renaro, Sunny Days, after several months of not having to defend the titles, are finally defending the tag team championships against an unlikely duo, but a duo I'm excited to see here in SHW. We've seen them in singles action, but never as a tag team. I'm talking about Marvelous Michael Stevens and Matt Sells.
It's crazy. It's like two peacocks just teamed up together. Is that crazy? It's
gonna be great.
They're both so colorful. And
It could be the
so-
upset of the year.
It would
be.
be amazing. I would
Yeah.
love to see them get Happy Madness off their game just by the distraction of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just Marv coming out by himself is enough to.
Oh,
I
my
just want to
goodness.
watch that again. I
Yeah.
love that.
You were
Yeah.
into the whole when the Cher song came on.
I don't believe in love, but
What do you-
yeah,
What is that? We're going to have to talk through this.
we'll talk about it.
Because
Cupid is
there's been-
stupid, and now you don't
Like,
believe in
love
light
is in
under
the
love.
air, so
Right.
I'm gonna stick a bag over my head. Okay.
Jeez, what in the world?
Yeah, it's a whole nother
Yeah,
show.
we got. Yeah, that's a whole nother
whole
show.
nother show.
That's a V3 part 2.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I'm very interested in this
Yes.
matchup for a couple of reasons.
Right.
Number one, you've got this tag team, the tag team champions, who, again, I think is a product of a booker
yeah.
and a matchmaker
Yeah.
who did not make them defend the titles.
Right.
I got a scary stat for you guys. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Today is day number 154 of the title reign of Happy Madness. Here's the issue with that. That is the same length of a reign as Technical Excellence's longest reign.
Right.
Okay.
That is the same length as All-Star Special, which means Happy Madness, with only one title defense, has tied for the second longest reign in the history of this company.
Hey, it helps when the booker is the
It does
leader
help.
of your faction.
So,
Right.
how will they operate
Yeah.
with her not being here? This could be the perfect time for Matt Sells and Marvelous Mike to turn around and become the tag team champions. And I thought I saw on Twitter today that Matt Sells said that should he win the tag titles, they're putting cup holders on the tag team champions.
Well, beer for the beer cans.
Yeah.
On
Now,
the-
by
on
the
the
way,
sides?
you
That's what he
mentioned her not being here. Now, my question is, she's been relieved of her booking duties,
Oh.
so I don't know if she's going to be here or not. Talking about Brooklyn.
Well, then there's that.
I don't know.
I didn't think about
I mean,
that.
if Dishonor is still intact as a group, will she still be here for the match? Because every member except for Cruel has a
is-
match tonight.
And let's think about this too.
I don't
Remember
know.
the last time she wasn't here?
Yeah.
She fired somebody over the
she
phone.
was Booker then.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. Her presence was still felt.
Yeah, it was
So who
definitely
knows?
So
felt.
she might actually. Oh boy, that just. Wow.
No
we can
telling.
all hope.
Boy, oh boy.
All right.
And
Well,
the plot thickens.
well, let's move on down the card here. We were just talking about Matt Sells. Now, Matt Sells competed in a singles match as Santa Sells a couple of months ago, and that was against Nick Halen. Now, Nick Halen has a singles match tonight. He's coming off of winning Wrestler of the Year
Yes.
in the state of
Co-wrestler.
Georgia. Well, yeah, co-wrestler along with AC Mack.
Yeah.
And he's got a singles match tonight against one Parker Lee. Now, here's the thing that we've said about Nick Halen over the last few months. He seems to have this Buff Bagwell situation, like this obsession.
Buff is living for rent-free in his
And,
head.
and I don't
Absolutely.
understand what the situation is. He wears the top hat. He
Yeah.
comes out to Buff's music. He's doing the dance. And is that going to distract him from the singles match with Parker Lee? Because Parker Lee, we've seen him from his
Amazing.
beginnings over the
Yes.
last couple of years.
Yes.
At the Nightmare Factory and other places. He's nobody to sneeze at. I mean, he could come in
Absolutely.
here and upset just like that.
Very
I'm
quickly.
I'm ready to see Parker
Yeah.
in the single. I haven't seen him yet.
You're in
a
for a
Oh, you
treat.
have.
single.
Oh, yes. And he's
I've
single.
only seen
Yeah.
him in the,
The Diamond Cup.
wait.
I don't know what you're about to say.
Say that
but
again?
Back that up a minute.
Say that
'cause
again. I want to make sure I heard what I
I
heard.
want to see him in a singles match.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
thought
saw
you.
your brain.
I
What
thought
did you think?
I heard
I
her
saw
say,
your brain.
"I want to see him," and he's single.
No, and he's
That's
in
how
a
I was going.
singles
Oh, this is
match.
all.
After all
I
this
just said,
anti-Cupid,
there's-
That's why I
there's
was
no-
like, "This is so interesting."
No,
GP.
you are wanting to hear something that I did not say.
I just. That's why I asked.
I am
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
Ricky Steamboat fan.
Yes,
Thank
as
you.
am I.
And as
Cheers,
you,
thank
you
you.
know, compared him,
And listen,
Thank you so
I
much.
am
you know classic
excited.
Ricky Steamboat.
Classic.
So
like
you
Ric
are
Flair.
Yes,
Thank you.
You are about to be, I mean, literally, from the way he carries himself.
Yes, now I did see that.
Yes, his build, his moveset. He is literally like the second coming of young Ricky Steamboat.
I'm excited.
You're gonna enjoy that. You're gonna enjoy that.
I'm excited
Parker
about that.
Lee is amazing.
Not looking for days.
I can imagine people going, "What's really happening there?" That's how you know our chemistry is very
There's
real,
no telling.
family. But Parker Lee is incredible, and again, given all that has been happening here in Georgia wrestling
Yes.
over the last month,
Yes.
this is the perfect time for somebody to come in and make an impression.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It's a perfect time.
You have
And
a singles match at Southern Honor.
a singles match against the man who was voted by other wrestlers as the Wrestler of the Year and the Technical Wrestler of the Year
That.
with the Match of the Year.
That.
He's a 3-time winner. To me, I'm trying to figure out, Buff should no longer be living in his head right now.
Why is he? But
At no point, but he still could be. So,
Does he come out to Buff's music tonight? We don't know.
does he come out with his 3 awards tonight? Is he a
question.
changed man tonight?
why aren't we carrying ours around? I mean,
It's a good point.
Well, I don't know.
Mine's up on the mantle. At
Mine
home.
is
Mine
on
is
with
on
the
Sorry.
other with the other two. Anyways, let's move on down the list here. By the way,
This is the most fun pre-show. What in the
a quick
world?
shout out to some folks in the chat. Chris
Yes.
Marks, our buddy Chris Marks.
Aha.
Chris,
He says, "I miss you guys. We miss you
Miss
too,
you
buddy.
Yes, sir.
Wish you were here." Alfred Romero, thanks for
Hey.
watching, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome sauce.
CJ's watching. Bunch of
Awesome.
folks watching.
I
John
love it.
Moore.
I love
John
it.
Moore. They said they're here.
Okay,
They're here
awesome.
somewhere.
Awesome.
I love it too because not
Holler
only
at us.
are people watching at home on their
Yes.
couch or wherever, they're also in the building on their devices,
it.
their iPads or their cell phones,
Yes.
watching along with us. So shout out to everybody. Of course, doors open right when we started at 7
Yeah.
o'clock.
They
The
did.
crowd's been flooding in ever since. I mentioned they've been out front all day tailgating and
Yeah.
waiting in line for tickets.
Yeah.
And, if you're anywhere in the area, come on down, 261 Marietta Road, Canton, Georgia.
Absolutely.
Tickets available at the door. Bell time is at 8 o'clock.
yeah, 45 minutes before bell.
If you're just at home and you're nearby and you're thinking, what can I do on a Friday night? Come on down, bring the whole family. It's going to
Yeah.
be. This is going to be the show to come to, especially if you've never been to a show before.
Absolutely.
But yes, let's move on with the matches here. Match number 6 in the Southeast Best of 7 series
yes.
between Owen Knight and Najasism. This series so far has been amazing.
It has been.
Match 6 takes place here tonight. I believe match 3 also took place here. Am I
It did.
correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
And coming into this matchup, Najasism leads 3-2. So
That's right.
tonight, he could take the whole series.
He could.
Or Owen could tie it up and force a match 7.
Absolutely.
Well, as I said, I'm enjoying this feud. I'm enjoying this whole series. I would like to see Owen come away with this match. I would. I want to see it go that 7th match. I mean, because they're so evenly matched.
Yeah.
And here's
They
the thing.
are.
We said this last week on the previous show, but Naja has, over the past year, has been here. He's become pretty much a regular.
Yes.
Right.
But I still kind of feel like this is Owen's home turf.
Oh, it is.
Owen's been here since the beginning,
Definitely.
you know?
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
in the one match Owen won,
Right.
or
Was
one
he-
of the matches was here, right?
Right here.
Yeah.
The
So-
last one he won.
The last one he won.
Yeah.
So there you go. So
Yeah.
he's in his home territory here. Could he pull it off?
That's the question. And I think it's a must-win for Owen Knight. Owen Knight, of course, absolutely. I mean, 210 days as the Southern Honor champion.
Yes.
Many people loved that reign and felt like he got cheated out of that reign.
I will say it. He did.
He totally did. You know, it almost makes you wonder now that we'll have a new matchmaker, whoever that is, does that nullify some of the craziness that happened during the last 7 months, which should mean Owen should get a title shot. But here's the thing. If Owen Knight loses tonight, this thing is over.
That's right.
Najasism wins, and if Najasism wins this best of 7 right here in Southern Honor, you got to consider Naja a candidate for the championship.
By the way,
as
you
a contender.
keep going. I'll be right back.
I think I see what he's doing there because there's something over there that I think has his attention. He's literally walked away, which he never does on the pre-show.
Never.
But the thing is, we had a chance to talk to them, and it was one of the most intense interviews.
Oh.
So there it is. This is the trophy that's already here. Now, you may wonder, why is the trophy here? Because it's just like this. In the NBA championships, when there's a game 6,
Yep.
the trophy's there
Yeah.
because the winner could be determined right then and
then.
there.
That's right.
So if Naja walks away with the win tonight here in match 6, he's going to get that trophy.
That's right.
And so, again, think about it. For Owen, it's must win. For Naja, who has won the last 2 matches, if Naja slips on a banana peel and loses this one, you know, he's not really prepared for a match 7.
I mean, no.
He's not. He's literally
No.
said, this is it.
Yeah,
tonight.
I mean, the interview.
The interview was crazy.
Oh.
Hey,
if
shout
you
out to our
haven't seen
boy,
the
our
interview-
buddy Mike Posey, referee Mike Posey, watching along with us
awesome.
tonight.
Great to have you, Mike.
Absolutely. I know he's a great friend of Corey Hollis. He actually
Absolutely.
refereed the final match between Corey Hollis and Gunnar Miller
Did.
a couple of years ago
Correct.
when Corey got retired. So,
Absolutely.
Mike Posey, what's up? Sorry to
So,
interrupt.
no, that's okay. So this is a real must-win, I think, for both of them.
Yes.
Because for Naja, if he loses this, you've got to now think to yourself, oh, snap, I won the last 2 matches. I had a chance to
Yes.
close it out, and the momentum would go to Owen Knight. For Owen Knight, if he loses this, like literally, you drop several pegs.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that does for a guy who has gone through all the things that Owen Knight's had to go through. Must-win situation for both men tonight.
Absolutely. And our buddy John Moore, who I mentioned earlier, he's watching along. He's in the building. He says it will go to a 7th match.
Oh, wow.
That's his stone cold lock of the week.
Oh, wow. All right.
So there you
I
go.
like
You-
it.
John Moore.
I like
you
it.
heard it from John Moore
Hey,
right
John.
there.
I like it.
Moving on down the card here, 6-man tag team action. I cannot wait for this match. Exotic Youth taking on the combo of Top Team with Cyrus the Destroyer.
Exotic Youth win.
Hunter James.
That's right.
James.
Hunter James
That's
filling
right.
in for an injured Zach Mosley.
Yes.
So, and we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
We found that out a little late in the game that Zach Mosley still not cleared by the doctors. We saw that he's on the. He had the cane last
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Still dealing with some back injury.
Same
And
man.
Hunter James will be taking his place. Now, Hunter James coming off of a big award-winning night
Yes.
Absolutely.
at the GWH Awards a couple of weeks ago.
That's right.
Performer of the year,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and he's young. He's still
Brash.
fresh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He fits right in with
Wonder
Exotic Youth.
kind, Wonder kind.
Wunderkind.
Wonder.
Yes.
The Wunderkind.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to go backstage, though, and find him before this
Okay.
match and
Yeah.
really see why he's even wanting to be in the same whatever with Exotic Youth. I mean, what are they promising? Did Bryce's dad come across with a check?
Oh, I don't know.
Who
Or
knows?
is he just glutton for punishment to be, part of
The other
Stooges?
members of Exotic Youth made it seem like this was a one-off kind of
One-off
situation.
thing. Okay,
So who knows?
Like a tryout
Well,
or
then
something?
again, I
Whatever.
thought that Corey Hollis was a one-off.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
all did.
And he's back.
So, and here's the thing. Again, I go back to all that's been going on here in this environment in Georgia wrestling. Everybody wants to come in and show their worth
Yes.
here in SHW. Hunter James legitimately may be the hottest free agent
Yes.
in Georgia that has not stepped foot in a Southern Honor ring. That changes tonight. And I've got to believe that, Eminem said you only get one shot. He's going to take that one shot
Yeah.
and make it so memorable that whoever the matchmaker is going to consider, okay, we got to have Hunter
He's
James
going to
back.
put a star by his name tonight.
Absolutely.
for
And think
sure.
about it. Exotic Youth needed something to counteract Cyrus.
Yeah.
And so people would say, well, he's not that big. Well, it's not about being that
No.
big. It is about, because remember, if they keep Cyrus out, they already defeated Top Team last month. If they could do it again and nullify Cyrus with Hunter James, we've got a very interesting issue here.
And who's to say that Zach, even though he is injured, I do believe he's in the house.
Hey, he got involved last month with the
sure
cane.
did.
He
sure
did.
did.
Tripping up Larry Lazard
That's
Yeah.
off
right.
the top
so
rope.
now you, instead of a 3-on-2,
Yeah.
you have a
4-on-3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Chris Marks still watching along. He mentions that Cyrus loves to eat exotic foods.
Hey, he does.
And you know what I just thought? He's coming from Japan. He's been in Japan a lot over the past year. I
Good
might use
call.
Hey, Chris
Good
Marks,
call,
I appreciate
Chris.
it. I might use that on commentary tonight. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's a great
good.
call.
Good
Yeah.
call.
Great
All right.
call.
Moving on down the card here, we have we mentioned one title match earlier for the tag team titles. Our other huge championship matchup after last month's show, Chip Day becoming the #1 contender
Wow.
to Gunnar Miller. Gunnar Miller now, he was involved in that tag match last month, so
Yes.
this is his first
That's right.
title defense
That's right.
since becoming the Southern Honor champion.
That's right.
And it's against Chip Day. I do not envy Gunnar.
I don't.
This is going to be one of those matches that we talk about all the time. Styles, the clashing styles,
Yes.
styles make matches. And this is going to be one of those amazing matches that you're not going to want to miss right here tonight. Championship match.
Let's just go back to Chip's celebration.
Oh, here we go. I knew here we go.
Just
Yes.
one
Chip,
more
the
time.
bad boy Chip here.
Bad boy Chip was just letting the fans have
Oh,
it
yes.
when he come around
Well,
with that.
or fan.
Yes.
Or fan. I'm
Yes.
just, I was trying to clump it. So
No, it was.
wasn't-
We can say it. It was
okay,
one particular.
it was one particular fan. And
And he
I mean,
told them they were #1.
Yeah.
all the way to the stage.
Yes.
So, but
Yep.
being SHW47 just did come out on IWTV, and I was able to go back and watch the greatness that happened at night.
Yes.
I had to watch that 3 times.
Yeah.
I did.
It was great.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I had to rewind it. I wanted to watch him circle this ring and go
Yes.
back. It was just so good to me, and rightfully so. He deserved that, and I mean, he does have that chip on his shoulder for a lot of people, and he's got really nothing to prove.
Right.
He really doesn't. Chip is amazing. Even though he did get beat out of the 30-minute Iron Man match, and he did not win Technical Wrestler of the Year this year, but Chip Day is Chip Day.
He's Chip Day.
And right now he's Bad Boy Chip Day.
Yeah. Your
And
favorite.
I love it. I love it. And, I mean, props to Gunner. He's going to be a great champion. I just don't know if it's going to last longer than tonight.
Well, to that point, there are 2 things that I think about. Chip Day has done a lot in this business. He is Chip Day. He's been in 16 years, a tag team champion twice over here in this company. He's done a lot of things, but the one thing he has never done is held the SHW championship.
Right.
The whole reason he broke up Technical Excellence is to fight
tonight.
for tonight. Let me throw a stat at you. You ready for this? I'm the numbers guy. 970. That's how many days it's been since Chip Day has had an opportunity at the SHW Championship. And that came in a 6-pack challenge at the end of a tournament at the end of 2020.
When
David Ali.
When David Ali won.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you championship opportunities don't come around every day.
That's right.
So for all that Chip Day had to go through, I don't think Chip Day comes in here and just has a random match.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Chip Day is hungry, and here's the other thing. Remember, we talk about chips on shoulders. The chip on the shoulder for Gunnar Miller really was not even about the SHW Championship.
No,
it was about
company.
letting Gary down.
That's right.
And so you fixed that wrong last month in that tag team match. Are you hungry anymore? You've got the title already. You're back on Gary's good side.
That's right.
You don't even really have to defend the title much because the company is back in the hands of Gary Lamb. So what is the impetus right now for our current champion? That's the real question. And to me, a less than hungry champion mixed with an extremely hungry challenger means we could have a new champion tonight.
Yeah.
Could be. Could be. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And on top of all of those amazing matches, we've got a Dark City Street fight, the first time ever taking place here in SHW. Murder One, Joe Black. It's going to be absolutely insane. We flash back to a couple of years ago. Joe Black, William Huckabee, that dog collar match, the match that ended up outside, destroyed the ring, tore the ring apart, ended up in the parking lot, got put through the windshield of my car. I still haven't gotten it fixed. But anyway,
is it in your yard still?
Yeah,
It's so redneck.
yeah. Anyway, well, you know.
Jeez, come on, man, have that thing towed.
Anyways,
Just a memory.
we don't know what to make of this Dark City Street fight. What's going to happen tonight? One thing I do know for sure is that if you're not in the building, you need to get here. You still have a little over 30 minutes before bell time, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Your thoughts, real quick, as we wrap things up. Yeah. Joe Black, Murder One. What do we think?
I have no thoughts. I just
we don't know what to expect.
I have no thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm anxious. I'm a little nervous, and I'm just gonna stay on my feet. That's all I can do.
Yeah,
so.
I was nervous last match. I'm even more nervous now.
Yeah.
I just hope that we're safe. That's my only request, is that we're
yeah.
somehow safe. But nothing's safe, given whatever a Dark City street fight is. I got no idea what that is.
No idea.
The thing is, the history between these two guys goes back so far. You talk about the Dark City, talk about the other members of the Dark City.
Do you know who they are?
Well, so Murder has talked about it, and it's outside of SHW,
of course.
But there are several members, and of course you heard Murder a couple months ago in a promo in the ring talking about the other guys from the Dark City have told him to take out Joe Black, to put him out, to not let him do the two-finger salute anymore.
Yeah.
And Joe Black says, I'm doing this for you to keep your legacy alive.
Yeah,
but if
like
you want
you're
to bring
sending
back
him
the
in exile.
Killerweight, then you can bring back the Killerweight. This is the guy that put William Huckabee through the windshield.
Right.
This was the guy, since it's been, I don't know, about a year, probably since Dishonor kind of got going, that we started calling him the Black Cloud.
That's
no
right.
longer the Killerweight.
That's right.
In his personal life, he found a relationship with somebody that he's in love with. He found, he's been happy. He's found peace, or so we thought, and now Murder One is trying to bring that dog back out of him
quiet,
here.
Right?
And here we go.
I mean, he's been quiet throughout this
Unusually
whole
quiet.
Dishonor. Yeah, it's just kind of, letting things happen.
Yeah.
But now he's the promo. Oh my God! If you guys have not seen that promo, please go see the promo. That in itself was enough to know
He's
Joe's
back.
back.
And multiple. Like, there's been promos in the ring.
Yes.
There's been
Yeah.
the promo where he was out in the parking lot cutting the promo
Yes.
in his car.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so many promos, whether they were here or live or pre-produced or whatever, that just anytime, it just gives you chills.
Yes.
Yes.
So go back and watch him on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
When his promos come on, I stop everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
If I'm at work,
Yeah.
sorry, boss, sorry, Bo, but if I'm at work, I'm going to either go to the bathroom and watch this promo, or I'm going to go to the back of the building, or I'm going to take my lunch so I can go watch this promo.
It's worth
because
it.
it needs attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it is
Yes.
amazing.
Final thoughts, GB, before we get out of here. Wrap us up on your final thoughts on this matchup.
It's going to be an absolutely insane match that you have to be here to see. And who knows where it's going to end up. But I do know they look to settle this once and for all. And wow.
Our fans in the chat, they're saying, park across the street.
Right.
Yes.
Somebody else said I parked near the Family Dollar down the road. Is that far enough
move.
away?
There's
Smart
a gas
move.
It's a good
station
idea.
that closes
Yeah.
before the show's out. You can park over
a good
there
idea.
Yeah.
across the street.
Yeah.
Trust me,
Yeah.
I know. I remember.
I'm in the
Yeah.
back. Hopefully they don't take it back there, but
I
who
hope
knows?
not. It could go anywhere.
That's the thing. It's a street fight. There's going to be no rules, no
Right.
disqualifications.
There's dumpsters back there, so who knows?
I just
now?
don't know. It's going to be insane. You're going to want to be here. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys for watching us. And anything else before we go, guys?
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's do this. Well, until we see you here for SHW48, you got 30 minutes. This has
Right.
been
SHW.
This is our wrestling.
Bring the pain, ayy.